Take a look at our tail of tape brought to you by Bud Lights. Marcelo Golm, 31 years of age. As I already mentioned, Daniel James is 42. James, 6 feet 6 inches tall. He did miss that heavyweight limit. -1 point in the standings for him. Marcelo Golm weighed in right close to that limit, though. Reach advantage on arms and legs belongs to Daniel James. The first round finish,
man, that's what you work for,
potentially
right
good enough
here.
for top of the table. Daniel James in the blue trunks, Marcelo Golm in the black. Right hand landed there for Golm as Daniel James closed the distance. Brett Okamoto had some insight on this heavyweight contest. What do you have, Brett?
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Marcelo Golm has had a full year now to think about this. 13 months ago, as you guys have mentioned, he lost to Daniel James in the fight that he was winning the first 2 rounds. And I spoke to his coach, Conan Silveira, who said it was really just focus is what the problem was, because the fight before that, he had actually came back. He had a bad cut against Davian Franklin, but he won that fight in the 3rd round. So Conan says, I know what this guy can do late in the fight. He is as dangerous as anybody in the 3rd round, but he just lost focus. If he stays focused for 15 minutes tonight, there's no way Daniel James beats him, so we'll see if he's right here.
Well, he grabbed the body lock and the outside trip to get Daniel James onto his back here in this first round. James gets the underhook, trying to elevate himself. Golm still controlling on top.
Yeah, great top position by Golm right now. Daniel had the right idea with the underhook. He needed to scoop in his hips away, utilize the cage to walk up the cage to try to get away. Right now, he's taking some heavy left hands.
Marcelo Golm hammering away with those short hooks. Very happy looking on closely.
Give me the underhook on the left side.
Golm sitting in the half guard, using that right side underhook and letting that left hand go on the face of Daniel James.
Underhook.
James' best bet in this situation is get 2 hands on that one wrist, his left wrist, and really utilize that to get his right hip out and press his back against the cage to start walking up. He has to clear that bottom right leg.
I need your knee in his waist, left knee in his belly. Shrimp, left knee in his belly.
Corner of Daniel James calling for him to get his legs more involved in this fight.
Yes.
Daniel has the right idea by having 2 hands on one wrist, but he needs to really escape that bottom right leg and get his butt away towards the cage so he can get a base to escape.
Golm negating that possibility by hooking his own leg underneath that one of Daniel James.
There's the underhook that James needed now. He should be able to use that fence and walk up and get his back to his feet. But now elevation is his enemy, because Golm has got elevation and going to rain down some big shots.
Nasty series of uppercuts there from Marcelo Golm. Daniel James has this body lock. See if he can get his feet underneath him.
Yeah, Golm should grab both of his legs and lift him up. Scoot it off his base.
Golm's going to full mount.
Drives his
got a hand trap.
James' cage lock up and almost out, but Golm scrambles back to the top.
James is doing a fraction of things correct to get away, but he has to commit to the explosion and get to his feet once he does it.
Hammer fist from the bottom. Their fists were flashing as hammer fists come down from the top as well.
Keep your shoulder. Get to your knees. Up. Get to your fucking feet. Yeah, take it down.
Single leg here for James. Uses that head to lever over, and now he's got Golm on his backside.
Press him. Get up top.
Nice reversal by Daniel.
Go to his back.
He needs to attack Golm's left wrist and bring it so he doesn't have a base.
Look at these big right hands
There we go.
from Daniel James, turning the tide in this final minute of round number 1.
Big shots. Under the armpit. Under the armpit. Big right hand, Daniel. Keep your weight on. Use those knees. Big right hand, wrist control. Wrist control.
Golm needs to get wrist control. Get wrist control first so he can stop the punches from coming in. James needs to either attack the ankle or the wrist to try to flatten him out.
Golm's got to stand up. He's got to just explode and stand up. He can't concede that position.
We already saw the fight stop with some paper cuts earlier, so he has to defend himself.
move himself out of there.
3 or 4 more punches, they're going to step in.
The right hand of Daniel James continuing to do work.
10 seconds.
Can Marcelo Gomes survive the final 10 seconds of this first round?
Gomes is
He just
done.
let himself belly out.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Daniel James
That's
at
it.
the buzzer.
At the
That
buzzer.
first round finish. What a comeback.
Literally a few seconds left.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hartley calls a halt to the action at 4 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via TKO, Daniel James!
Tail and Tapers brought to you by Frank's Red Hot, and this will be a hot one. Magomed Karamov is 3 years older. He's a lot taller. He's got a 3-inch reach advantage in the arms and 2 inches on the legs. Both men weighed in at the 170-pound limit, and Ray Cooper got rid of the locks to get there. Ray Cooper III in the blue and red.
Round 1, you ready, Blue?
Maga in the black and gray. Do not blink. Cooper tries to move in behind the jab. Maga great at measuring distance. Hard leg kick from the Russian. Another strong leg kick from Magomed Karamov. Keep an eye on Maga's lead leg. That was the one that was injured earlier in the season against Curtis Millender. He fought the rest of that fight one-legged, got the first round finish. Nice jab from Brada.
Yeah, and that's what Ray needs to do. He needs to be patient, wait for his opportunity to come in behind that jab, and then watch for those devastating hooks if he does get on the inside.
Maga looking to bank some leg kicks early, perhaps to take the power away from those strong bases.
Time.
The inside kick
Hey, over there.
sneaks
over there.
north.
Come over here.
Lands on the cup of Ray Cooper III.
Take it off. Take a little bit of time. Take it off real quick. All right? Stretch. Inadvertent. Okay.
As happens when you're in opposite
Transition,
stances, sometimes that inside leg kick just sneaks up a little bit high, lands squarely on the
All
cup.
right,
of Ray Cooper
let's
III.
watch the groin. I know, inadvertent, but you gotta watch that groin, all right? Stay right there, no
Time to
coaching.
recover. Says he's good.
Are you sure, Ray? Okay, hold tight. Timekeeper ready? Ready? Fight.
Back to the action we go. Cooper comes right after Maga, closing the distance. And now Maga underneath on the body lock. He picks up Cooper and slams it.
Great timing on that takedown, gets that body lock lift, and now immediately goes into half guard here.
Magomed using that length, the kicking length, that arm length, and that height advantage to his advantage in that situation, taking Cooper completely off of his feet, using that twisting body lock and put him on his back.
Cooper sneaks a butterfly in. Try to control the hips here of Magomed Karamov, who has shown excellent top pressure in past fights.
This is a good position here for Ray to try to elevate or reverse and get back to his feet here. See if he can get underneath the hips of Magomed. He's got both underhooks here. This is a good position. This is where you want to be. If he can get that good connection here, he can elevate, sweep, or get back to his feet. Magomed doing a good job of floating on top of him, keeping him on his back.
Ray appears content to just lock down for a minute there.
Nice job of Magomed to flip his hips one way and then the other way to get off of those butterflies and take away that elevation.
And Ray's got to be careful with that Ezekiel choke that he hit against Curtis Millender, and he's going for it. Almost got it. Ray recognized it immediately.
First round halfway gone, first of a possible 5. The winner of this bout takes home a second belt, a second $1 million prize, and bragging rights as the ultimate welterweight here in the PFL's 3rd season.
I would put these two welterweights against any welterweight in mixed martial arts right now.
Absolutely, both of these guys have proven their ability to win at the highest level. Ray Cooper had to get past Rory McDonald to earn his spot here. He's a season 2 champion in the PFL. 13 wins in a row. I don't have all the records for welterweights in the world in front of me, Kenny, but that's up there.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at what these guys have done over the last few years, and I would absolutely say that they are some of the most elite welterweights in the world, no question about it. So well-rounded, and as far as excitement, they check that box as well.
Ray Cooper III locks down Maga and earns the stand-up with 90 seconds remaining in the first round. Tries to close the distance, walking back in. Maga tests a high kick. Back to the leg. Cooper controlling the center of the cage. Maga content to circle outside. Big right hand, both men wing one apiece.
And that's where Maga needs to be careful. When he pulls back with his head, he gets a little bit too high, and that's where one of those hooks of Ray Cooper can really land. So he's got to be careful as he pulls back against Cooper.
Nice little fakes and little stutter steps by Maga to keep Cooper off balance. And not sure whether he's coming in or not. Not sure if he's kicking again or not.
Jab to the body, and then the one to the face lands. Double jab traveling from Ray Cooper. The second one effective there. A much more tactical approach from Ray Cooper III. Evidence of that evolution we've been talking about here in season 3. Inside of 10 seconds here, another leg kick for Maga to close the action in round number 1. Round 2 next. The lovely Rainey shows us round number 2 of a possible 5 in this welterweight championship affair. Ray Cooper III, season 2 champion and season 1 runner-up against Magomed Karamov, the season 1 champ. This is a rematch of their bout back in 2018.
Cooper doing a great job of cutting off the ring, not following his opponent, but staying just a half a step ahead of him and keeping him right on the edge of the cage.
Hook there, glances off the guard of Magomed Karamov, who threw a high kick once again. Right hand sneaks through for Ray Cooper.
Yeah, Ray doing a good job of staying right in front of him, cutting off that cage. Like to see him feint his way in to see if he could throw off Maga and land one of those big combinations that he's well known for.
Yeah, fake a little a takedown, you know, a little level change, and then throw off of that.
Guillotine attempt here on the takedown initiation from Ray Cooper. Gets his neck back to safety. Interesting there by Maga, Kenny. Instead of trying to sprawl or defend the takedown, he just immediately jumped to a guillotine attack.
Yeah, I mean,
high single attempt here by Cooper. He's got locked on that left hip of Magomed. Trying to switch to the double. Nice job.
Nice work here by Cooper. Maga immediately tries to sit out.
Great patience there by Ray. Good job steering Maga right back to the canvas there, getting his shoulders to the mat.
And this is a place where we've seen Ray Cooper improve not only technically but tactically, Randy.
Absolutely.
He's willing to use this wrestling. He's willing to use his pressure and his control. He defeated one of the legends in the welterweight division of MMA in the semifinal, Rory McDonald, with a game plan similar to what we're seeing here in round 2.
So much more composed and focused. Refined his tactics and his technique. He does as much work and explodes when he needs to, but pulls it back and knows when to sit back a little bit too. And I don't think he had that capability in 2018.
It's just so counter to his instincts. And now he's fighting smarter. Maga doing a great job even on the bottom of preventing Ray from mounting successful offense because he's got to stay defensive here. You can see Maga trying to isolate that arm, a little kimura, which he might use to try and sweep.
Now he's moving up.
Nice left hand over the guard there from Ray Cooper, and another landing on the ear of the Russian.
So short and powerful Ray Cooper is.
Yeah, he's showing great control so far, able to get around that leg. Now moves into half guard. Much better position now for Ray. And this is where he can really do a lot of damage in a short amount of time.
Half guard's a great position for wrestlers. They like having that leg to anchor themselves. That bottom leg Turk, that's what we called it in wrestling. Anchor yourself to that guy. And then you can posture up a little bit and land more effective shots. It's hard to do from cross side without a guy skipping out of there on you.
And Randy, I know you already made the point, but I want to reiterate. Ray Cooper can generate more power in short distances than any fighter I've seen in mixed martial arts. We saw it all the way back in season 1. We saw it in season 2. We've seen it several times here in season 3, and we're seeing it in the second round of this championship fight.
Absolutely. This is where having a shorter reach could actually be an advantage here from this position. This is where Ray wants to be, and you got to watch for the arm triangle for this position. He actually choked someone to sleep from this position earlier in the season.
Hasn't quite got Magomed's arm up in position and gotten under the shoulder the way he needs to. Maga got just enough response time to counter it.
He was able to pull that shoulder out of place, but that was right on his carotid artery for sure. Not comfortable there.
Inside of 1 minute remaining here in this welterweight championship. Magomed won the first competition between these two men back in season 1. Ray Cooper now searching for that arm triangle, shoulder choke, multiple occasions here, giving Maga one more thing to worry about besides just the powerful strikes coming from the top.
Every time Maga reaches across to try and set up that Kimura for a sweep, he's opening himself up to that arm triangle. It's a technique that I used a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do from a guy on the bottom when I've got that quarter or that half guard position.
Final 5 seconds of this second round. Ray Cooper will finish on top of Maga Millions. Sean O'Connell, Ray Couture, Kenny Florian, welterweight championship inside the PFL Smart Cage. Ray Cooper III in the red and blue, season 2 champ, season 1 runner-up. Magomed, the season 1 champion, standing across from him in the black and gray. Nice leg kick from Maga. It's champion versus champion. FPR and the fans say that Ray earned the win in round number 2, so perhaps one apiece here as we head into the third.
There's that jab to the body that Ray Cooper Sr. was trying to get Junior to do, or the third to do, I should say. There we go. Junior is trying to get third to do it.
It's a family affair for Ray Cooper III. He trains. Big right hand from Maga. Ray ducks under the second and grabs another takedown. Big moment in the fight right there.
Maga gives up his back to get to his feet. Nice job by Maga.
Great work to scramble out of that takedown by Magomed. The straight right hand is finding a home for Maga. There he throws it again.
I was wondering what the counter takedowns from Ray Cooper was going to do to the striking offense of Maga, and clearly it's not shutting it down. Maga is going forward that much more.
Interesting, when they went into the corner between rounds 2 and 3, Maga looked to be a little bit more winded, but he is not showing any signs of wear here. Big hook, right hand behind it.
Those shots hurt Ray.
Another right hand from Maga. And another one. And a knee this time. Ray catches the leg. Maga sending more knees up the middle here.
How about that distance? He stayed right out of range.
Standing guillotine attempt here. Ray's able to push out of it.
Ray's got to get out of there. He's got to circle away. Maga has him pinned up against the cage.
Maga staying right out of range. Ray's not long enough to reach him, but Maga can still reach Ray.
And you see the mouth of Ray Cooper. It's kind of open there. I wonder if that one of those shots hurt his jaw. Hands are starting to drop as well.
Cooper in some trouble here halfway through round number 2. Maga still swinging away. Low calf kick that time. As the gulping for air continues. Straight right hand.
Well,
big hook behind the right hand. again for Ray Cooper III. Ray's able to slip just outside of that jab.
See a little blood from the mouth of Cooper. He's got that mouth open.
Big right hands from Ray Cooper. Oh! And another! Ray Cooper! Knocks out unbelievable! The right hand and the left hook behind it! And the building goes crazy! Back-to-back championships for Ray Cooper III! Hawaii, stand up!
The stoppage comes officially at 3 minutes and 2 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by knockout and the 2021 PFL Welterweight World Champion, Ray Cooper III.
President of Fighter Operations Ray Sefo presents the belt. PFL CEO Pete Murray will present Ray Cooper III with his second $1 million check. That's what a back-to-back champion earns. Brada, Ray Cooper III, the only man in PFL history who's been in every championship. You said you thought about the loss in season 1 championship to Magomedov every day since then. How good does it feel to get this victory?
Just want to give praise to the Father in heaven, the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you for everything. I give him the glory. He gave me the victory in Jesus' name. And yeah, he's an awesome competitor. I wanted to fight him for a long time before when I lost to him. What can I say? He's an awesome competitor. But I told you guys once again, I'm better than every whatever we win in the fight. Better at wrestling, better at standing up. He caught me, he hurt me a little bit, but I had to bide my time and pick my shots. And yeah, that was a good fight.
We're taking a couple replays here. Very impressive performance. Look at the monitor back here, Ray. Maga starts off decently strong, couple of big leg kicks. How'd those feel?
It was good kicks. He was catching me. He was fast on the leg kick, but after this, work around it and half step.
He's able to take you down in the first. He finishes the round on top, even after you got the stand up. But then you returned the tide. You out-wrestled him in the second round.
Yeah, told you I have good wrestling. I back it up. I train wrestling every day since I was young. And that haircut is from when I was 18 years old, winning my 3rd state title, and this is what it is to wrestle.
That's the right hand. Is that where it hurt you?
He was just buzzing me. I wasn't really hurt. He was catching me good. I just had to catch my breath and pick my shots a little bit better. But he was a good fighter. He was attacking, and I had to wait. He was getting tired. Yeah, I had to just wait for my opening, and it came. And yeah, I finished him. Told you I was gonna knock him out. I'm the best.
Ray, you just knocked out a man who is on a 13-fight winning streak. Where do you think this win puts you among the top welterweights in the world?
I know I'm the best. I would take out the UFC champion, the Bellator champion. We should unify the belts. Put me against anybody. I'll take them all out. But just thank you to the Lord for giving me this opportunity.
Ray Cooper III, back-to-back PFL champions, Season 2 and Season 3. Give it up for Brada. Tail the tape for your main event tonight, presented by the Road to Dubai. Johnny Evelyn, 33, Costello van Steenis is 1 year younger. Both men standing 6 feet 1 inch tall. Negligible difference in the weight. Van Steenis with the longer reach.
Gentlemen, you're going to protect yourselves at all times. You're going to obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Van Steenis in the dark trunks, Johnny Evelyn in the green Valet Tudos. Potential
gents.
5-5-minute rounds.
Ready.
As this is a
Ready.
world title fight for a
Go.
brand new PFL Champ Series belt.
Costello van Steenis, he has a chance in this fight. Most people think it is in the first 3 rounds.
Interesting there. Van Steenis' first move was to reach forward and try to grab a hold of Johnny Eblen.
Good job pummeling in, getting the body lock.
Steps back. Eblen tries to catch him at the end of a left hand. Sharp low kick from Van Steenis.
One thing about Johnny Eblen, he doesn't like a blind takedown. He likes to set it up with his striking, just like that. Van Steenis has to have success in the kickboxing to stifle the wrestling of Eblen.
Calf kick from Eblen. And now he is coming in behind those strikes.
This is where Eblen wants to be, and he's not getting the takedown. Be in these wrestling positions, these static positions, where you can wear down the bigger Van Steenis.
Good head position.
Head position from Johnny Eblen, preventing Costello van Steenis along with that underhook.
This is the kind of a beautiful transition to the double leg. Van Steenis can stop this with a body lock. That's impressive.
Instead, he gets lifted.
And he connects.
Right into side control goes Johnny Eblen. Now, he told us in the fighter meetings he's been getting a lot more finishes on the ground with his jiu-jitsu.
Arm triangle already a possibility. He can sneak over to the other side. He has the arm trapped with his head.
Big pressure here from Johnny Eblen. Van Steenis elbowing to the thigh.
Get that right arm involved.
Eblen's trying to pass his right leg out from between the legs of Costello van Steenis.
Let's get our knee to the floor. Yep, walk the hips, get our knee to the floor, Johnny. Good.
Van Steenis had to reach up with his right hand just to address the shoulder pressure.
Watch the back of the head there, Costello.
Exactly the kind of fight that Eblen is the master of, just taking the energy out of your opponent, putting pressure on him, putting good weight, staying chest to chest in half guard. That's how you pass from here.
Look at the shoulder pressure from Johnny Eblen right now. I mean, it's nasty enough. You can see big breaths. The veins bulging out on the forehead of Costello van Steenis just from that forward and downward shoulder pressure, as Eblen now steps with the instep to try to open up that guard and get his right leg free.
There's no bad build for MMA, but you have to fight for the build you have. And Costello van Steenis, muscular and explosive. This is exactly the kind of fight, the kind of static fight he doesn't want. Oh, Eblen, the short elbows right to the eye.
Van Steenis has to roll to his side to try and address some of that pressure.
He might give up his back doing it. That's the problem.
One hook in. One hook in for Johnny Eblen. Under 90 seconds to work in round one. Right in front of his own corner is Johnny Eblen. Pummeling right hands to the side of the head.
Can't see from here how deep anything is. He's not committing his hips to it yet.
Van Steenis trying to build a base here. Eblen abandons the hooks.
That Grammy roll position, that's not going to work. Johnny Eblen saw that coming a mile away.
Van Steenis again, turtling up.
Pick your shots, Johnny.
Left
Stay
hand
away
from
from the back
Johnny
of his
Eblen,
head.
working methodically.
Every one of these shots, either not getting through clean or taking energy out of Costello van Steenis.
Nasty elbows, the backward elbow.
Right to the ear, targeting the side of the head.
And the heavy hips from Johnny Eblen.
Costello, you can't just stay
both
there.
hands. Does not fear the stand-up ability of Costello van Steenis. Another roll-through attempt here for
This time it worked. It was deep enough that he could get it. Unfortunately, not Not enough time to get this round back.
One leg kick to finish, perhaps. And another for Costello van Steenis. Round 2 is set to begin on an historic night here in Cape Town, South Africa. We started our heavyweight tournament, our PFL Africa bantamweight tournament. Now a world title fight. In front of you is Costello van Steenis. Tries to earn gold against Johnny Eblin. Good low kick from van Steenis.
Eblin letting those hands float pretty low, right around his chest.
Showing that front kick a couple of times is Eblin. Just gave him something to look at and immediately attacks this outside single now.
Easy high crotch. Van Steenis, not even a minute through round number 2. One of the things, Sean, is that you're facing the superior wrestler. You just want to make them go to that second or third effort and spend some gas on every takedown. That's just too fast for that to happen. You're the bigger guy. You want to carry your weight for a minute. And Johnny Eblin had to carry it for about 10 seconds.
Now Eblin posturing up here in the loose guard of Costello van Steenis. Trying to score with some of these elbows. Go to the back. Eblin regathers those legs, sucks the hips of van Steenis back out away from the cage. Spaniard builds back again. Very good. Leg irons from Johnny Eblin.
Each team is famous for this positioning. What does it do? Just wears you down, makes you miserable. Eblin putting a ton of physical pressure now, pulling van Steenis off the fence. Gets space to step over. He's got it.
Rear naked choke sinking in here for Johnny Eblin, who applies a squeeze.
Only one hook in. Can't see from here how deep it is.
Good. I need the other hook, Johnny.
His corner calling for the other hook.
3 minutes. 3 minutes, Johnny. You got time, Johnny.
There's a better angle on it through the cameras. Van Steenis is able to
reverse position.
Centered and not for long as Eblin wrestles his way in the scramble back to top. That can be so demoralizing.
Not a good sign, I was about to say, because, briefly had good position, couldn't hold it at all. Eblin just able to really easily out-scramble van Steenis. And the problem is you're not going to get those opportunities very, very often against Johnny Eblin. So you got to be able to capitalize on him, and he couldn't.
Shoulder choke set up potentially for Eblin again. At least giving van Steenis something to think about. The thought process is correct for van Steenis. As soon as he gets close to this cage, he starts to build his back up, get some elevation, but Johnny Eblin shelves the right leg of Costello van Steenis. If he can't connect that foot to the floor, he can't use it to help him stand up.
Veteran stuff. That's what happens when you're an American top team. There was some great guys, great coaching. He's seen it all.
But when you talk to the guys at American top team, it's not just that Johnny Eblin is there. It's that he's one of the leaders in that room. He's one of the guys that is a problem for everybody. And you know how deep that camp is.
Okay. You gave us what we wanted.
More right hands from Eblin.
He's tired. Just rain down.
Steenis taking a breath.
Keep raining. Just keep raining. Exactly. 1 minute. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Power.
A minute left to work here in round 2.
He's able to explode up.
He's got to be measured. When he gets this fight back to where he wants it, Costello van Steenis has to take advantage of these opportunities.
And look at how low his hands are dropping. So different from the body language of round number 1.
Uppercut into a takedown for Johnny Eblin.
Going guillotine, Van Steenis, but not deep enough to finish. Right in front of us, he's not locked in good position.
Eblin is safe in this position. than expending the energy for another takedown, he'll just back his way out to finish round 2.
And also, gas and recovery are not the same thing. Edwin does have excellent recovery.
Steenis feinted the right hand, tried to throw that roundhouse high kick. Edwin just backed away.
Nice, good fake. Hands up, good, good. Good gas kick, take on time.
Corner set up the middle and responded with a kick right up the middle.
Van Steenis snuck through. That has been the best strike for Costello van Steenis, that calf kick, which of course is a very fashionable weapon. High kick just slaps some sweat off the face of Johnny Edlin. Almost a big problem.
He can't back up like that. Wasn't going to end up against the fence. First real defense of a takedown.
Well done by Costello van Steenis, especially here in the 3rd round. And it looks like he's experiencing some fatigue. Here's a blast double attempt by Johnny Edlin. Got the hands locked.
One thing you don't get defensively is that Steenis has gone over the top, meaning guillotine, body lock. Hasn't gone with the sprawling crossface, hasn't been able to pry the face off. Guillotine is not a good takedown.
Okay, you've got to get busy.
Oh, nice knee. This is the first extended kickboxing we've seen so far in this fight. Couple of good takedown defenses. Nice combination from Van Steenis.
The kick was partially blocked, but he's getting more encouragement with every moment that he can stay on his feet. Johnny Edlin knows it, and now he's after a takedown in earnest.
Once again, going over the top for the guillotine. Submission over straight on defense.
Van Steenis right in front of his own corner, where the elder Mousasi coaching him through this grappling exchange.
Opposite side of the body.
Van Steenis was starting to have success on the feet, did not end up in these positions.
I'll tell you what, this position, he's got to feel like is a small victory.
Yes.
Travis Brown elbow, good work again by Costello van Steenis. Now Johnny Edlin has a lot to think about.
So far, a pretty good 3rd round for Van Steenis.
If he can get back out to distance, I think he was having some success, maybe even winning those exchanges. Of course, you never know how judges are going to score those things. Problem with trying to get away from Johnny Edlin is you're going to have to put in a lot of effort just to get some space.
Got to stay busy here, gents. Stay busy. It's your first warning. Let's go. Johnny, fingers out of that cage.
Pressure on the top there from Van Steenis. Effectively work as a sprawl. Kicked himself off balance, but then landed the up kick. And look at Edlin diving in with the right hand.
Circling right around the triangle. Big tactical mistake from Van Steenis there.
Cover the head. Here we go, wrestle here. We gotta wrestle here. Take that base. Yep. 47. Johnny, strike him. Give me a spiral, yep. There we go. Spiral. There you go.
Trying to roll through, but heavy hips from Edlin.
Van Steenis closes the guard. Edlin will work from inside it.
Watch your head on the way down there, Johnny.
Body lock on the bottom now from Costello van Steenis. Might limit Eblen's posture just a bit, but it locks you in place as well on bottom.
Stop.
So a better round for Costello van Steenis, but I still don't think maybe a winning round for Costello van Steenis.
Exactly. You gotta worry about what they call comparison rounds, meaning someone does better, you end up giving them the round when still the other guy still won. It's just closer than the previous two.
Sean O'Connell and Jimmy Smith here in Cape Town. World title fight in front of us. Costello van Steenis working behind some strikes, trying to find an opening in the defense of Johnny Eblen.
Now, this is where Eblen expected to dominate. Championship rounds. Van Steenis still showing a lot of snap with his strikes.
You got to give him credit. He looked like he was really sucking wind in rounds 1 and 2. Seems to have found a second one.
Talk about producing gas and recovery. Steenis has recovered. Van Steenis has recovered very, very well.
Just ate a big right hand from Johnny Eblen as they both threw the overhand at the same time.
Important thing to keep in mind, Johnny Eblen said he's a better finisher than I am. I acknowledge that. Van Steenis only needs one. Eblen on the feet needs a sustained attack.
And I think the calculus might have changed a little bit for Johnny Eblen as well with the take.
Nice calf kick.
Knocked Eblen all the way off the feet, and that is going to inspire Costello van Steenis to throw it again and again.
Also a little cut above the left eye of Johnny Eblen. High crotch.
Van Steenis again pulling upward in a guillotine motion. Body not in the right posture, hips not in the right posture. Trying to get Johnny Eblen chest to chest with him.
Still just a big dude. It's hard to lift him up. Your position's better. Saw on the tail of the tape. They weighed in the same, but I'm telling you, Costello van Steenis is certainly the bigger man tonight.
Oh yeah, when they dehydrate, I bet there's a 10 or 15 pound difference at least. A lot of damage showing now on the face of Johnny Eblen. And the Cape Town crowd enjoying the effort from Costello van Steenis, who's winning this round, Jimmy.
I believe he is. Finally landing with good combinations. It looks like Eblen is the one fading a bit.
Nasty combination again. Costello van Steenis has certainly found that aforementioned second win and is now piecing up Johnny Eblen.
The problem is I don't know if physically he can really follow up on it. There were a couple times we had Eblen had his head going back. In previous fights, he'd go right after you after something like that, and he's kind of had to stay back. The problem is if it has gone the way we think it has, Johnny Eblen may have banked the first 3 rounds.
You got to use your position. Use it.
Closer than the first 2.
But Van Steenis may need a finish or a 10-8 round to win this.
He needs to be very careful on what he does with the squeeze here on Johnny Eblen's neck, because it looks like the fatigue equation is evening out or even swinging in his favor. He can't gas his arms out. Good sprawl, addressing that takedown attempt. And Eblen almost just wrestling for position here.
Clinching for a takedown and clinching for a rest are
two
different things.
Stay busy in this position.
Could be Eblen looking for a little bit of a break, trying to stay chest to chest.
Rich Mitchell encouraging that same.
Second warning, Johnny. Use your position.
Lift attempt there from Eblen. Good knee up the center from Van Steenis. He's got the angle if he wants to get out. Body kick. He ate an elbow, did Costello. There's another calf kick.
Stop banging. Stop banging on there.
What a gutsy performance from Costello van Steenis. Easy to get discouraged after those 2 first rounds. Came on stronger in the third. Best effort so far here in the fourth. And look at all the blood on Johnny Eblen. Cut in the hairline, cut around the eye.
That jab has been very, very good. Following up on it well.
Van Steenis blitzing, and he's got Eblen hurt against the fence. Oh my!
Wow. It's as close as it gets to saved by the bell when it comes to Johnny Eblen. And folks, there is one more round to go.
And look at the corner of Costello van Steenis. A final 5 minutes on deck here. In Cape Town, and the crowd is on their feet at Grand West Arena. Costello van Steenis in the black. Johnny Eblen in the green. Sean O'Connell, Jimmy Smith, cage side.
How incredible would this be if Van Steenis is able to pull this off, not just against the undefeated Johnny Eblen, but to do it in the late rounds that everyone thought Johnny Eblen would own. Right now, I gotta say, that same intensity in the eyes of Costello van Steenis that we've seen all week.
I mean, I already said it, but you have to give a massive amount of credit to the guy for pushing through into that second win, and obviously for earning himself that second win with a good camp.
Great right hand, followed by the jab, another jab.
Eblen game facing here, but moving sluggishly in these strikes. Oh, perhaps a miscalculation there from Van Steenis.
That's exactly what Johnny Eblen wanted. Rolling again, but just giving up his back.
Good. Keep it, Johnny. Keep that. Let's use it. Let's use it.
He's been working on his submission game. Don't know how good his twister is, but he has the one hook in right now.
Van Steenis can get his left leg free. He can hip heist over on top of Johnny Eblen. Easier said than done.
Good move by Eblen. Still hard to out-scramble the guy in round 5.
And Costello, again, a miscalculation, stopping his motion there, but Eblen kind of out to the side. Had to keep going if he was going to get out.
Yeah, power half Nelson on the right side. Incredibly intolerant of the grappling right now. They've seen this kickboxing match start to go the way of Costello van Steenis.
Hey, don't talk to me. Talk to your fight.
This is where the experience and the fight IQ of Johnny Eblen have come into play so many times. That's why he's undefeated, because even after he gets hurt, even after he gets in trouble, he makes the move that he has to hang on and then to improve.
Sangane hurt him. Fabian Edwards hurt him in the second fight. He won both of those, but Costello van Steenis certainly has the crowd behind him now.
He's got half a round to make something happen here in Cape Town.
Probably in a position where he needs a finish. He needed a 10-8 to draw. That is probably off the cards now. Eblen doing the smart thing, the veteran move, going in for the double leg position.
Keep your fingers away from his mouth there. Johnny, you've got to use your position. Use it.
Crowd behind me chanting for Costello van Steenis.
Second warning, use your position or I'll split you up.
Continually warning, but hasn't been enough to break it up. Eblen once again trying for that double leg lift. Van Steenis trying to defend with the body lock.
To the back. To the back.
Look at Eblen continuing to
dogging him down. Dogging him down.
This is the championship gear that people underestimate. Johnny Eblen can dig deeper than almost anybody. It doesn't have to be pretty. He is just going to put you in his world and keep the fight where he wants it.
Van Steenis frustrated looking at the referee, but the referee's not going to help you out at this point. It's got to be you escaping here.
It's not his job to save you from a positional loss.
And right now, Eblen's doing just enough to keep it where it is. Short punches. Now trying to improve his position, which is what the rule says you have to do. Grammy roll again. This time able to get it, now almost taking the back. 40 seconds left, both hooks in. What a comeback this would be.
I don't think you're going to rear naked choke Johnny Eblin when you're this sweaty. But you never know.
His arm is underneath the chin. He's going for it.
Costello van Steenis with the squeeze. Eblin might go out. He's fighting until the end. He will not turn.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
This Costello.
He's out.
Costello van Steenis choked Johnny Eblin unconscious for a world championship comeback.
10 seconds left, and Johnny Eblin goes out from the rear naked on the ground. Championship rounds where no one thought he could get it done.
I have never been happier to be wrong in my life. What a performance by Costello van Steenis.
And the building is shaking here in Cape Town. I'm seeing tears in this audience.
Inspirational.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the cage right now to give away the belt is the CEO of PFL, Mr. Peter Murray. We now go to the results, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Rich Mitchell stops this bout 4 minutes and 51 seconds into round number 5, declaring the winner by submission with a rear naked choke and the new PFL middleweight champion of the world, Costello van Steenis.
A gold belt to add to the collection for Costello van Steenis, and he earned it. Jimmy Smith is in the cage with the winner.
How does it feel, not just to win, but you said, I have my name the Spaniard because I'm a gladiator, I'm a warrior. You won that with 10 seconds left to go in the final round. How does it feel?
Hey, put me in the Sharks. Put me with the killer whales. Fucking put me in the Apex with Johnny Eblin. I'll be 1-2, man. But from a limited edition side.
How did it feel round after round? Tough round number 1, tough round number 2. It seemed like you got stronger as the fight progressed. Is that how it felt?
Hey, nobody's as strong as Johnny in the first and second round. Strongest guy I've ever trained. I'll train fucking full with. But man, everybody's got a gas tank, so do I. But I gave my life for this shit, man. 12 years in the professional business, started really young, made some mistakes. 16-3, but if you see them 3 losses, man, it was just too early for me. So I was fighting legends. Well, I guess I'm a fucking legend now, am I?
Talk me through the end of that fight. You were in bad position, transitioned out, took the back, and it was tight immediately. What was going through your mind?
Hey, what was going through my mind? I'm the son of my dad. My dad is a fucking warrior, and warriors create other warriors. Well, I guess we're a family of warriors, man. My dad, my brother, and me.
Last thing I have to know, how much was this crowd behind you? They were screaming from the middle of the fight. How did it feel?
Hey, how did it feel? Brother, I am American. I am South African. I'm from Cape Town now, man. I'm the king of Cape Town. And you guys are right next to me. We're all the same. And we're all kings in this division and in the city. Fucking love this place, man. I'm coming back for holiday in December.
You heard him. Give it up for the king of Cape Town. Wow.
Here's a look at the tail of the tape for this featherweight bout. Jeremy Kennedy, 32 years of age. Mavlid Haibulaev is 34. You can see Kennedy very tall for this weight class, as I mentioned. Not a huge reach advantage, though. Only 1 inch favoring Kennedy here.
All right, keys to victory time. So for Jeremy Kennedy, counter left hook. He's got a wicked left hook you've got to be very cautious of. Pressure to the fence and body lock takedowns. For Haibulaev, body punches, counter wrestling, and then control and strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first-round matchup in the featherweight division of the PFL World Tournament. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, with an undefeated record of 21-0-1. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, weighing in at 145 1/2 pounds, Mavli Killer Kaibulayev. And his opponent across the cage in the red corner with a record of 19 wins against just 5 defeats. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. He tipped the scales at 145 3/4 pounds. Jeremy J.B.C. Kennedy. Your referee for this matchup, Keith Peterson.
Mavli Khaibulayev is in the dark trunks. Jeremy Kennedy's in the light trunks. Russia versus Canada.
Sir, you ready? Sir, you ready? Fight!
Touch of the gloves. 2 featherweights underway. Kennedy shows an inside leg kick. I rattled off that list of training partners from Mavli Khaibulayev. He has the Dagestani wrestling, but he's also got that explosive and creative striking style like Usman Nurmagomedov and Umar Nurmagomedov.
Nice pressure by Kennedy, keeping him on his back foot, keeping Khaibulayev backing up.
So Khaibulayev, as he was backing up, Kennedy landed a right hand and wobbled Khaibulayev there.
Khaibulayev looked so surprised that he was hurt for a moment.
Kennedy did a great job of not allowing himself to get thrown there.
Settled his hips in, applied Kennedy's hips right to the back of Khaibulaev's hips and took that power away from him.
Eric Nixick in the corner of Jeremy Kennedy, asking him to back out and strike.
Yeah, we're going to see that elbow coming over the top in a minute. See it coming in, there it is.
Nice.
Oh, legs went.
Mavli Khaibulayev finding himself in some trouble early. Just over a minute gone in the first round.
Kennedy looking for a little Metzger here. He's seeing his hand come through and trying to capture the hips of Khaibulayev.
Little work to the midsection from Kennedy.
Double overhooks now for Khaibulayev.
Kennedy tries a knee, doesn't quite get to the chin of Mavli Khaibulayev.
Yeah, I think 2 times now Kennedy's had Mavli hurt. Anytime he can create some space to strike or land elbows, it's going to
nice rip to the body.
Yeah, nice.
Another one! And the uppercuts. Mavli rips back. They beat some more. Kennedy's got Mavli Khaibulayev on wobbly legs.
Three times here.
Wow.
Wow.
Khaibulayev, blood trickling from the nose, looks over to his corner that includes Magomed Karimov, a 2-time welterweight champion in the PFL.
Look at the blood from the nose of Khaibulayev.
Body lock attempt here by Khaibulayev. He's got the over-under. Nice counter, repummel by Jeremy Kennedy.
Every time Mavli digs that left underhook in, though, he's like, for the elbow.
Gorgeous elbow from Kennedy, and Khaibulayev swinging with some desperation. He tries a leaping knee, wasn't able to lunge far enough to make it land. Kennedy back into this tight quarters position here.
There we go, look, Khaibulayev with the left underhook again. He's available for the elbow again. Every time he digs that underhook, there's no defense on that side.
Kennedy uses that left shoulder, pops his head up, and swings that right elbow through. That will land.
There it is again, and again from Kennedy.
Boom! Very, very nice nice tactics inside here by Jeremy Kennedy.
We have never seen Movlid Khaybulaev in this situation. 21-0 with 1 no contest. Head kick attempted there for Khaybulaev. They do call him killer for a reason, but he is in serious trouble in this first round.
He does not have his legs under him.
No, not at all.
That nose might be broken. He keeps pawing at it, and it is bleeding severely. Finally, a right hand might have snuck through.
Nice patience by Kennedy, not smothering his punches, staying at range, picking his shots.
That was a good low kick as well.
Tactically picking Movlid Khaybulaev off.
This is one of the best rounds of Jeremy Kennedy's career.
Big takedown.
Lift and down.
30 seconds, Bob. Khaybulaev looks tired here. He looks really out of sorts. This is not usual for him.
Well, out of sorts, I was going to use that phrase. People don't realize how much more fatigued you feel when there's no confidence and when you're being reacted to everything and you're getting hit. Khaybulaev's got a gas tank for days, but we've never seen him like this.
Never had him on his back foot. Exactly. Let somebody else lead the dance and reacting to somebody else. It really...
Round 2 next. TakedownShop.com is home to the #1 fight short in the world worn by PFL professionals. Scan to get a Takedown t-shirt for free. Brought to you by Takedown, official apparel partner of the PFL. Jeremy Kennedy, Movlid Khaybulaev. Khaybulaev in the dark trunks, Kennedy in the light. Beautiful round for Kennedy in the first. Came into this fight a massive betting underdog. I'd love to see the live odds.
Could almost give that a 10-8 round for Kennedy in that first round.
Absolutely.
He had Khaybulaev wobbled several times, nasty elbows. Tae-Kyun Kim, in the first bout of the evening, secured a victory via rear naked choke. He will face the winner of this bout in the semifinal coming up in June. PFL World Tournament action here in Orlando, Florida. I'm Sean O'Connell. That's Dan Hardy and Randy Couture, Jonathan Coachman, Ian Parker, and Kennedy Smith all in the building with us. This is the first bout of our main card. Beautiful check hook from Kennedy as he's retreating. We've never seen Movlid Khaybulaev so discombobulated. Randy, I asked you about ring rust. Is that what we're seeing?
Man, it's so hard to say, but there's no other real explanation. We've never seen him be dominated in any round like he was in the first round of this fight.
Maybe Khaybulaev looked at the odds and just realized he was supposed to win and didn't really switch on those first couple of seconds. I mean, Jeremy Kennedy knew he was the underdog and he came out and put it on his opponent straight away.
We saw, sorry Dan, we saw one takedown in round #1, and that came from Jeremy Kennedy. Movlid Khaybulaev, he's got dominant wrestling, but he hasn't tried a shot yet. He has not tried to use it to this point.
Kennedy really good at using his range as well. He's forcing Movlid to fight long, which doesn't suit him. And look at that swelling behind the ear of Movlid from one of those elbows. Oh!
That right hand wobbled Kennedy.
The big knee.
Who's now on top and elbowing the side of Jeremy Kennedy's head.
Kennedy's trying to build up.
That was a vicious right hand on Khaybulaev.
That was vicious.
Kennedy able to work back to his feet here. Now the knee again from Khaybulaev and an elbow. Another from the Russian. Good head movement here from Kennedy. Lands a right hand there. Blood now from the hairline of Jeremy Kennedy. Halfway through round #2. Swinging back and forth like a pendulum is the momentum of this fight.
Kennedy looking over to his corner and nodding. He's listening to them. He's going to put
the
some
double.
nice.
Pulls the legs out of Kennedy.
And that's going to give Khaybulaev confidence.
Looking for that seatbelt, trapping that wrist of Jeremy Kennedy and looking for him to drive his hips over that.
Russian contingent here at Universal Studios chanting Mowgli, who settles into some control here. And we know what the formula of this Dagestani wrestling is. Elevate your opponent's legs, put them on a shelf, don't let them connect their feet to the mat so they can work back up. Try to get a handcuff on one wrist.
Look at this knee, though. Look how he's pinning Kennedy's leg down. That's very clever.
Little shin ride on that, right, on that bottom leg of Jeremy Kennedy. Now he's got a shelf.
Kennedy trying to build up here. Man, Habalayev on that leg again. Very, very clever work.
Habalayev reaches across to control the right wrist of Jeremy Kennedy.
He's trying to get a wrist ride there and push Jeremy Kennedy's body weight over that bottom arm. It makes it very difficult for Jeremy Kennedy to get any elevation and find his way up from here. Kennedy's going to get quarter position and stand. Nice job. Got to watch the knees here.
Chopping elbow from Habalayev. Under 30 seconds now in the second round. Habalayev looked like he was considering some belly to back, maybe a suplex there. Thought better of it. Works on the left leg of Jeremy Kennedy instead. Final few seconds of this second frame. Third and final round. Eric Nixick just said, gotta love it, huh, Dan?
And he's dead right. I do love it.
That's Jeremy Kennedy. Opposite him, Mowgli Habalayev. Randy, a round apiece.
A round apiece. And was that first round a 10-8 for Jeremy Kennedy?
Sir, you ready? Sir, you ready? Fight!
Both men have been in trouble in this fight. Both men have been on the brink of a finish in this fight. 5 more minutes. Kennedy trying to work behind a jab and stay long. Mowgli tries the left hand to the body. Sharp knee on the inside. Kennedy working that midsection with good knees.
Jeremy now trading places with Mowgli. Puts Mowgli against the fence.
I wonder if we're going to see some more elbows in this position.
Live odds have swung back in the favor of Mowgli Habalayev. Minus 620 favorite. He started this fight minus 700 plus.
Mowgli doing a nice job of trading places now with Kennedy.
Habalayev trying to get to the legs. Underhooks used by Kennedy to pull Mowgli back vertically.
He's got to watch hanging his head there. That knee could come up.
So that first round was the best of Jeremy Kennedy's career. Was it the worst of Habalayev's? And if so, he's done a great job of recovering.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I mean, even off the stool before round 2, he looked like he was not feeling good about things. And then the big right hand changed it all. Now around to the back of Jeremy Kennedy.
Well, Kennedy turned to prevent something Habalayev was trying to do as he changed levels on the, and in doing so gave his back up in the standing position to Habalayev.
And how many rounds, how many minutes in the world of mixed martial arts have we seen someone from that Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov camp in this exact spot? Pressing an opponent against the cage, controlling their hips, controlling their body. Jeremy Kennedy able to reverse it though.
Kennedy coming back now, trading places with Habalayev, trying to sweep that foot out. Watch from he's got that left elbow on the top side of Habalayev's lock. Now Habalayev trading places with him. Back and forth they go.
Mowgli got down onto the legs temporarily. Knee to the thigh. Lions' head got a little out of position. Jason Jackson looking on, one half of our main event tonight. Good work by Kennedy to get his hips away, controlling the hands. Oh, nice beautiful by both guys. Takedown attempt by Kennedy, and Mobleed shrugs it off. Randy, it's cliche to say that these guys have dug deep.
They have.
But whatever absolute basement of the human soul they're pulling this kind of energy from is incredible.
I like that. We're going to see this elbow again. I feel like it's coming.
Yeah, he's got to figure out how to create that space and rip that through.
He's got the body lock now, though. Can he get this trip? That's what Nick Sig's calling for in the corner.
Final minute of this featherweight quarterfinal contest. Winner will move on to face Tae-Kyun Kim in the semifinal in June. PFL World Tournament action in 2025. Featherweights and welterweights tonight here in Orlando, Florida.
This is a hard round to score.
Yeah.
Kennedy giving no quarter here. Aibulaev asking none. Last 10 seconds.
What a great fight. What a great fight.
Final few seconds, Mobleed's able to shrug under and get to the back. And we go to the judges' scorecards. Let's take a look at these post-fight stats brought to you by Element. A lot of these numbers favoring Mobleed, Aibulaev, a takedown apiece. Greg Hamilton has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Suleiman Miranda scores the fight 29-28 in favor of Kennedy. Jason Grenier scores the fight 29-28 in favor of Aibulaev. And Michael Tate scores the fight 29-28. Your winner by split decision, moving on to the semifinals of the PFL World Tournament. Mobleed Killer Aibulaev!
Claressa Shields is 26 years old. Brittany Elkin, 8 years the senior. She's also 3 inches taller. They both weighed in at the lightweight limit. Claressa Shields in the red, Brittany Elkin in the black and gray. Boxer versus grappler. The roots of our sport, mixed martial arts, come down to matchups like this one. Both fighters coming out in the orthodox stance. Shields slowly stalking forward, looking to close into striking range. Elkin tosses up that front kick for Shields to consider. Inside leg kick from Elkin. Elkin in that sort of Sagat Muay Thai stance.
Yeah, she's trying to keep Claressa all on the way, all on the outside, and hope that she tries to lunge in where she can try to get to a double leg or single leg.
Claressa tests out a leg kick there. And now Elkin drives her all the way across the cage, back against the barrier, and this is where the questions start to get answered. Can Claressa Shields work her way back up? Brittany Elkin, She's got control of both legs right now, making her, she's really testing how much she's drilled this exact position.
Absolutely. Clarissa's doing a good job keeping her head up, keeping that elevation, not conceding the position, but Elkin is climbing into better and better position with each little movement.
Claressa Shields
strong. She's showing that. She stayed right back up.
Well, we know she's a world-class athlete as a two-time Olympic gold medalist.
I tell you what, she kept her composure as well, guys. Did a good job of building up her base. She has a nice underhook there. Look at this. She's getting on top now.
Pulls her right to the top. Claressa Shields now unloading with some ground and pound. Elkin doing a good job. She's been in this position before. Reverses, and now once again on top and into the mount.
And Elkin, you know.
Elkin's trapping that bottom arm.
Yep, and she got past that knee as well.
Clarissa's going to have a big problem here if Elkin changes her head position and gets it to the other side of Claressa. Now, right here. She's got no defense. She can't protect her head with that left arm.
She can't protect herself, and it's going to be very difficult for her to build up her base from there without that arm.
Claressa Shields appears to be remaining calm as Brittany Elkin goes to work here. She's got that arm, bottom arm out now. Still mounted.
Vined in. On top is Brittany Elkin, full mount.
This is where the corner becomes critically important for Claressa Shields. Unfamiliar territory, a new sport, someone far more experienced on top. She's got Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn in her corner.
Shields trying to bridge out. See if she tries to remove that grapevine there from Elkin and try to swim her right leg on the inside and get back to some kind of a guard position. Elkin trying to feed that arm, trying to trap it.
Trying to trap, Elkin trying to trap that hand again behind her head now. And that's going to allow her to punch. Shields doing a nice job of clearing it.
Claressa Shields is most accustomed to 2-minute rounds in women's boxing. She's already well past that with 90 seconds remaining here in round number 1 in her mixed martial arts debut.
Well, she's already done a lot better than James Toney ever did.
That's a good point.
And impressive when she's in an undesirable position, to say the least. But Elkin has been unable to really mount serious offensive strikes from here because Claressa Shields is defending herself pretty effectively.
Claressa is very strong. All hips and legs. I think Elkin is scared she's going to get bucked off if she gets too high.
1 minute remains here. Now Elkin setting up an arm bar. Claressa Shields needs to be careful. She goes.
And Claressa just kind of hugging the waist a little bit, trying to close that distance the best that she can to not allow Elkin to land some big shots. And she's doing just enough to survive here from this very dangerous mount position. Elkin also trying to work on that arm. Looks like she's trying to set up a paintbrush, a shoulder lock there.
Now some ground and pound landing from the top for Brittany Elkin. As time starts to close out round number 1. Movement, head movement from the bottom, and punching upward is Claressa Shields. 10-second clapper, and the GOAT will see round number 2. Can she reverse her fortunes? Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian, Claressa Shields, and Brittany Elkin inside the PFL Smart Cage. As the 3-division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Claressa Shields makes her MMA debut. Second leg kick we've seen from her. Elkin gets the FPR and verdict fan vote nod in round number 1. Critically important for me was to see how Claressa Shields got up, went back to her corner, and got up off the stool. She looks fresh, eyes open, not gassed, not overly gassed at least.
Yep.
After an adrenaline
nice
There's
right
a combo.
hand. I think Claressa Shields and her corner are both relieved. She literally survived the worst position you can be in this fight. Didn't freak out, didn't lose her composure.
Oh, that's a nice right hand over the top of Brittany Elkin's guard. And she shoots Claressa Shields with a nice claw. Heavy hips here, forcing the head down. And now Claressa Shields goes to work. Elkin has got her Settles in on top, knee on belly to side control.
And these are the two mistakes that she's made in this fight in round 1 and now in round 2, where she re-engaged in the grappling. She had her chance to get back to her feet and do what she does best, but she decided to kind of follow Elkin to the ground, and that's where Elkin has kind of capitalized here, not once but twice in this fight.
Well, it's an experience thing, and we knew the experience was going to be in Brittany Elkin's favor as she walks Claressa Shields over to the cage, which is debatable whether or not that's the right thing to do, especially with someone who's relative neophyte. You don't want to give them the barrier to work with leverage.
That's assuming you know how to use the barrier, and that's the real question here. Does Claressa know how to get her back to that barrier and use that barrier to walk her way back up to the standing position?
Elkin goes back to the mount. 3 minutes remain in round number 2.
And Shields has to be careful to not let that arm ride up too high, because that's going to be an arm triangle.
Good. Close. She's close. She's trying to hip over. Elkin in deep enough to keep her down there in the bottom position from full mount.
One disadvantage when you try those explosive movements, it does allow the person on top to grapevine the legs in a little bit deeper, sometimes even lace the legs in under your hips and elevate you.
Elkin's definitely working to isolate that arm. Trying to find a way to get into an arm triangle.
Elkin doing a good job of just relaxing those hips, grapevining those legs, keeping good solid position. And Shields should try to work on trying to push that knee out and trying to get to some kind of guard position. She had her chance right there.
She did.
Elkin is pretty high here in her mounts as well. If Claressa can work her way down, and now Elkin has corrected that some. Inside of 2 minutes here in round number 2. 2 of a possible 3 in this showcase main event bout.
90 seconds, baby, 90 seconds.
Elkin doing a good job of being patient, trying to set up that.
Oh, close. She might come out the back door. She's got to be careful with that arm.
Looks like she might be trying to set up a triangle for mount there. Elkin starting to get busy here.
Claressa doing a good job of minimizing the damage here. Elkin dominating from the top position. "60 seconds remain in round number 2.
Elkin content to just keep this mount position and chip away. Claressa's got to be careful extending those arms on those punches. That could be an arm lock for Elkin.
Elkin very high in the mount now. Just looking to set up that arm bar. There it comes.
Oh, there it is.
Nice job by Shields.
Claressa Shields pulls it out.
And this is where she needs to disconnect to get back to her feet.
Absolutely.
Leg laced in. Hammer fist from Claressa Shields as she's able to get herself out of trouble. Heavy strikes from the top, right and left hands coming. Few seconds remain in round 2. A very interesting turn of events at the close of round number 2. With only 10 seconds remaining, Claressa Shields was able to reverse position, and some of that ground and pound hurt Brittany Elkin. She got up slowly. She looked a little worse for the wear on the stool after 2 dominant rounds from Elkin. Claressa Shields gets a little confidence boost as she heads back, and that right hand is going to help it as well. Elkin with a takedown attempt.
She was in deep, and now Shields has got a nice sprawl. She's got her legs back. She needs to learn to let her feet slide there.
Claressa Shields heavy on the hips here. Elkin's hands are still locked.
Keep that head covered there.
Pushes
Step
away.
back. Nice. Make her get up.
Pounding from the top, Claressa Shields putting it on Brittany Elkin.
who's clinging on for dear life.
Those are big shots. Brittany's not protecting her face there. She's got to get moving or get back to a better guard position there.
Shields has to address her legs. Can't let Elkin get control of her legs here.
Keep her hips in
nice
the
right hands again. Claressa Shields on top and hurting Brittany Elkin.
This is a better position for Brittany. She might be able to put Shields to her back. She needs to get that left leg out and get a better base.
Shields has got to keep her hips in the fight there. She gets too upright to punch, and Elkin could bowl her over.
More right hands from the top. Claressa Shields continues to pound away at the head of Brittany Elkin.
This is where Shields should try to get back to her feet. If she can disengage, and I know she's landing some big shots, but
those are big shots right there.
Oh boy.
And the referee steps in and waves it off. Claressa Shields, the quote, successful in her MMA debut with ground and pound. A sprawl and brawl tactic pulls it out for Claressa Shields in round 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stoppage comes officially at 1 minute and 44 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO in her MMA debut, Claressa Shields!
Patricio Pitbull is 36 years of age. Jeremy Kennedy is 31. Kennedy, the taller fighter here, as we have observed many times. Reach advantage on the arms is significant for Kennedy. 5 5-minute rounds.
Let's go.
For featherweight gold.
Fully expect Pitbull to just stand his ground as much as he can here. As soon as Kennedy starts to throw punches, I'm thinking Pitbull's going to start slipping his head off to the sides and coming over the top and around the sides with those heavy, heavy hands. There it is. Oh. You can just see both of these guys. They're wound so tightly, waiting for the fight to start.
Good low kick from Patricio.
That was right above the ankle. That was really low. A good line of attack, though, for Pitbull to damage that lead leg. You can see how wide the stance of Kennedy is.
There's another.
Yeah, it leaves that lead leg vulnerable. You can't move it away as quickly as, say, we were seeing Gallagher dragging his lead leg back. Very difficult to do with a long stance. Ouch.
Third in a row there for Patricio. Haven't seen those calf kicks really employed on the card so far tonight, but Patricio Pitbull has been the weapon of choice early.
And ideal for him as well. You know, the other benefit to deadening the lead leg is that when your opponent steps into range to strike, they can't get out of range quite as quickly. If you're looking to slip and counter, you want someone, oh, there it is. You want someone to land heavy on that lead leg and not be able to get out of the way of the counter punch that you've thrown.
Inside kick there from Kennedy. Once again, Pitbull goes back to the lead leg, this time more towards the knee.
This is clearly the right weight class for Pitbull as well. Another hard calf kick. We're starting to see bruising on that lead leg of Kennedy.
If you've been paying attention to the sport the last few years, you know that anywhere from 4 to 10 of those can really be the difference maker in a fight, and he's already landed 4. There's the red corner. Patricio Pitbull, for those who speak Portuguese.
Careful with that straight of his. Jab right in his face. I want a little bit more movement, Patricio. Yeah, a little bit more movement.
He's gonna kick, be careful. That's Shark's level changing.
Good combination
Yeah,
from
it.
Kennedy.
Spin around, spin around, spin around.
After the low kick again.
Kennedy has to find a solution to that calf kick problem. He can't just keep eating them. As you said, you know, 2, 3, 4 of those kicks, and it can change the face of the fight entirely, as we've seen many times in the past. Returns a calf kick there, not a bad idea.
You can see now he's already reacting to it differently.
Starting to lift his lead leg. He's checking or move out of the way of those lead leg kicks.
Interesting. Pitbull got him to retreat all the way back towards the fence, but then pulled back. Now Kennedy.
Stop, 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 stop. Head clash. Head clash.
Inadvertent headbutt.
Neutral. Over here.
Like it hit him right in the mouth.
Hey, over here. Not in your corner. Not in your corner. Time, all right? Stay with me. What's going on? Yeah, I'm just looking. Let me see your mouth if there's any damage. Okay, I don't see any cuts. I don't see anything like that.
Oh, it was just a small bump.
Stay there for me. You ready?
The bulk
on
of
time?
the impact went to the chest.
Listen, be careful when you come in. Came in with a head clash, all right? Okay? Ready, time? All right, guys, let's keep it clean, all right? Come on.
Back to the action with just over a minute in round 1.
And any additional time ticking away on the clock is not good for that lead leg of Kennedy. That's definitely going to feel worse tomorrow than it does now. The longer you have that damage, the more, the slower and the heavier the leg feels. I remember flying home after taking some low kicks, and it's the worst feeling. And those little breaks, it just prolongs this damage that's sitting on the leg. And you know Pitbull's going to pick his shots. He's not going to be in a hurry. He knows 25-minute fights like the back of his hand.
Continuing to attack that lead leg. You saw Pitbull with a 2-punch combination earlier as well. The hook did land. But the longtime featherweight champ, multiple-time featherweight champ here in Bellator, biding his time. Good left jab from Kennedy.
A few times now, Pitbull has postured that overhand right. It looks like he's trying to wait for Kennedy to throw his jab and then come over the top with the counter right hand. Look at the redness on that lead leg of Kennedy.
It looks so sore, even on the inside as well.
Up to this point, they've been completely unanswered, which means that there's no reason why Pitbull can't keep throwing those calf kicks and throw them harder as well if he feels like he's not going to get countered.
Another calf kick to open the action in round 2 from Pitbull. Big John, you heard the way that Nick Sick was cornering Kennedy there. He eats another calf kick. Round 1 is over. What do you think's happening here in round 2?
You know, the first round was slow, and you got to figure in a championship fight it's going to be like that. But that was a classic Patricio Pitbull opening round. He kept the center of the cage most of the time. Kennedy needs to figure out, I have to move him backwards. That was Patricio's round, so Kennedy is down 1 round now.
More caution here in round 2. A lot of respect being shown between these two featherweights, but it is a 25-minute fight. Kennedy offers the jab after eating another calf kick.
Man, he is sinking that calf kick in every single time.
I'll say this, he's taking the calf kicks, but we have seen fewer do worse damage in other fights. So he's managed it pretty well considering how many he's eaten, Leah.
Yeah, it looks very sore. He needs to start checking it. Eric said he needs to move it in and out and using his jab and setting up shots with more feints.
He landed one of his own, and you saw it affect the balance of Patricio. Now some combinations from Kennedy. There's that jab you asked for, Dan Hardy.
Yeah, he's got to be cautious, though, because Pitbull's going to try and come over the top.
Oh, stiff combination again. He's got Pitbull moving backwards, just like Big John McCarthy recommended.
Nice jab.
Pitbull offers a combination back. Left hook, straight right. Kennedy was able to evade the significant damage there.
That was another good jab. You can tell by the way that Kennedy responds when Pitbull starts to attack that he's got a lot of respect for the power coming up in his direction. That it was that posturing right hand again. But for some reason, Pitbull pulled it a little short.
AJ McKee still watching on with us. Right hand just landed for Pitbull. We're halfway through round number 2. What do you think so far, AJ?
I think it's a great fight thus far. Patricio's tearing that lead leg up, which is going to really affect him in the later rounds. So Kennedy needs to start capitalizing on countering while taking those leg kicks and really throwing and letting his hands go. If not, he's got to start checking.
Kennedy's starting to pick his pace up a bit more here. We're starting to see a few more straight strikes, and he's not really overcommitting, which I like as well. I would like him to use those as counters to the calf kick. See if he can knock Pitbull off balance a little more, because given the fact that Pitbull is shorter than Kennedy, he has to stay a lot closer to Kennedy to land the kick. The redness on that leg is horrendous.
Kennedy's getting the hands going, though. Hit that takedown attempt behind the jab, and here's the guillotine posture from Pitbull. Takedown successful for Kennedy. 1 minute left to work in round 2.
Good work by Pitbull, getting his knee back underneath him. You can see he's rapid on this guillotine here as well, but he has to be cautious when he's choosing to attack the guillotine, because he may end up on his back without a submission. Good control here by Kennedy. He'll try and remove that base leg. Pitbull keeping his knuckles on the floor, so there are no kicks or knees to the head.
Back to his feet.
Jeremy's definitely picked up the pace in this round. Lovely knee.
So last 20 seconds coming up here. First 2 rounds of a world title fight.
Low blow. Brief pause. We do have instant replay here in Belfast, so officials looking at every one of these inadvertent fouls to make sure they are indeed fouls. Thing with the cup shot, as you know, Dan, is even if it doesn't land direct, the grazing of the lower leg or the shin portion of the leg still does impact the cup.
No doubt. I was actually having this conversation with the commission earlier today, and we were discussing cup shots, groin shots, and sometimes it can even land on the belt line and pull the shorts out of position, which then pulls the cup out of position. And you've got to imagine, inside that cup is some very important stuff that you don't really want moving around too much, you know?
Pitbull taking his time to recover here. Has up to 5 minutes.
So we got what, 10-12 seconds left in this round. I wonder how long Pitbull is going to take of this 5 minutes. It looks like he's gathering himself here, but he does look like he's uncomfortable.
Hey, where are we at on the time? 2 minutes down, 3 to go.
See what John McCarthy's got to say about
Big John. You've officiated these exact moments in fights, and I mean, he's got 5 minutes. Is it the right move to take all 5?
If you're Patricio Pitbull, you're doing the right thing, because let's be honest about this round. Jeremy Kennedy is winning this round. The momentum has switched. So all of this time that he's taking will start to take some of that momentum away from Jeremy Kennedy. When you're taking a look at, there's 12 seconds, he might come out real slow in it, but that 1 minute more, you got 5 minutes he can go, 1 minute, 6 minutes of rest, and it's a change of momentum. It's a smart move by a champion fighter.
Great insight from Big John McCarthy. Here's the reset and the restart. Touch of the gloves, final 12 seconds. Kennedy wings a high kick. Start of round 3, possible 5, featherweight title fight, Bellator Champion Series, Belfast. Patricio Pitbull's in the black. Sorry, Dan.
I was just about to say, the other thing that you mentioned a little earlier, Sean, is that he's not responding to those low kicks. It may potentially be because it's not damaging him as much as we potentially think it is. It looks bad, but we can't feel the leg of Kennedy, and he might feel confident that he can keep taking those kicks.
There was another low kick, very low on the target area, the strike zone, so to speak. Overhand right, finally sneaks around the guard partially for Pitbull. Kennedy has now started to bank some calf kicks of his own.
Yeah, he's getting more confidence now.
I think it would probably make Pitbull's life a little easier if Kennedy opened up a bit more as well. It seems like Pitbull is waiting for Kennedy. And given the fact that Kennedy's being very tentative, at least in the first round and at the opening of this third round, it's meaning that Pitbull's having to really kind of search for his individual shots to land.
Yeah, Pitbull's waiting for Jeremy to throw the counter, but Jeremy hasn't given him too much.
I think Kennedy knows that a counter's coming if he lunges in too hard.
Case in point right there. Good jab, though, from Kennedy. Oh, nice hold. Stumbles Pitbull, and here's the combination. Kennedy smothers his own punches, goes chest to chest.
So we have a cut on the forehead of Pitbull as well. Seeing some blood on the shoulder. Looks like it's in the hairline. Maybe not problematic, but certainly a confidence booster for the challenger. Fighting hard for this takedown, but Pitbull's so difficult to take down, so difficult to get around those underhooks that he's got.
3 minutes left here in the third round.
Oh, another short elbow to the cheekbone, and again.
Jeremy Kennedy dictating this fight at the moment.
And this blood as well is going to make these situations a bit more fluid as well. Pardon the pun. But you know, any time that anybody gets caught in a head control position, there's going to be a bit more lubrication there for them to move and slide.
Yeah, and like, the blood can get in your eyes. I've been there, you can hardly see. And Pitbull would be happy that Jeremy's made him bleed.
Nice sequence of short elbows again there from Kennedy. Confidence is definitely on the rise.
Footwork for Pitbull. Gets himself out of that controlled position against the cage. Look at the damage on the calf now for Pitbull.
And that looks like it's in the right position. That looks like it's on the right target. You can see swelling on the front side of the car of the.
Oh, nice knee to the midsection. Oh, but he ate a right hand. Pitbull, not the type of guy you can get too much confidence against, because one strike can really change things.
It's amazing how quickly those lumps have come up on the lead leg of Pitbull.
Let's go! Another one, let's go!
Good jab to the body.
Jabbing across,
oh,
yeah,
right hand.
That's it! That's it!
Legs are gone! Legs are gone!
Kennedy wobbled. Pitbull hammering away. Good knees. Patricio Pitbull pouring it on with a minute left in round 3. Jeremy Kennedy surviving, and how?
Oh, this is it. This is it.
Pitbull with the flurry. Pitbull is not going anywhere.
The Referee Kevin McDonald calls a halt to the action at 4 minutes and 7 seconds of round number 2. Declare your winner via TKO. And still, the Bellator featherweight champion, Patricio Pitbull.
Pete Murray, CEO of Professional Fighters League, and now, of course, Bellator Champion Series as well, wraps the belt around Patricio Pitbull.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your featherweight champion of the world, Patricio Pitbull. My friend, that was a slow starting fight, but as soon as you released your punches, it was game over.
He's a very good opponent. He's very tough. He almost took me in that left hand. I think I don't remember very well, but I just want to say, only Jesus Christ can tell you what happened to me this week. I was without walking, and I pray, and God, if I have to do my job, please let me fight. But the victory is to you. Thank you very much.
You've already achieved so much in your career. What else is there left for you to achieve? What would you like to achieve before you finally hang up your gloves? And I'm hoping you've got many more fights left to come.
You know, I already beat the rising champion, Kleber Koik. I want to beat the PFL champ, and the next one is going to be the 145 champ from UFC. Let's go. Let's do that. Let's see who is the best 145 on the planet.
Talk to me about this performance. Was there a game plan coming in here? Did you have an idea of how you were going to deal with Kennedy and what he was going to bring to the table?
You know, he's very long. He's a complicated wrestler and a very good jiu-jitsu. But I am the most complete fighter on the planet, and be ready for everything.
And we're going to get some more fights out of you, right? You're not done yet?
Not done yet. Aaron Pico, you are the next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your featherweight Bellator champion of the world, Patricio Pitbull!
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.